In a major development, the man identified as Shahrukh, who was seen brandishing a gun and pointing it at a police officer from a point-blank distance during the riots in the Jafrabad area of northeast Delhi, has been arrested from Bareilly district of Uttar Pradesh. The man had been absconding ever since his images and videos were flashed across television and social media last week. While police claimed last week that he had been detained, it later emerged that he was still absconding. The man was caught on camera pointing a gun at a police officer who stood his ground and confronted him. He was also seen firing several shots as stone pelting continued between two groups. The Delhi police has said that it will be addressing a press conference over the arrest later today, as many as 45 people lost their lives and over 250 were injured in the communal clashes that gripped northeast Delhi last week. Moving on to the next news. Former Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis will stand trial for failing to disclose two criminal cases against him in his 2014 election affidavit, with the Supreme Court junking his review petition on Tuesday. The top court said it found no grounds to interfere with its order last year. We find no ground to interfere in the review petitions. The same are dismissed. A three-judge bench of the top court comprising Justices Arun Mishra, Deepak Gupta and Aniruddha Bose ruled on Tuesday. Fadnavis had on February 20 appeared before a Nagpur court on Thursday in connection with a complaint seeking criminal proceedings against him for alleged non-disclosure of criminal cases in his election affidavit in 2014. Moving on to the next news. The Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights has filed an intervention application in the Supreme Court of India over the Citizenship Amendment Act. India, which was informed about this on morning, said that CAA was an internal matter and that it is a long-standing national commitment in respect of human rights issues arising from the tragedy of partition. MEA spokesperson Ravish Kumar said, a permanent mission in Geneva was informed yesterday evening by the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights that her office had filed an intervention application in the Supreme Court of India in respect to the 2019 Citizenship Amendment Act. We strongly believe that no foreign party has any locus standi on issues pertaining to India's sovereignty, he said. Moving on to the next news. India on Tuesday summoned the Iranian envoy, Ambassador Ali Chigani, to protest the Iranian foreign minister's description of the communal violence in Delhi as senseless thuggery and organized violence against Indian Muslims. A strong protest was lodged over the comments made by Foreign Minister Jawad Zarif on matters internal to India, sources said. Jawad Zarif made the remarks in a tweet he posted late on Monday night. He urged New Delhi to ensure the well-being of all Indians and said the path forward lay in peaceful dialogue and the rule of law. For centuries, Iran has been a friend of India. We urge Indian authorities to ensure the well-being of all Indians and not let senseless thuggery prevail. Path forward lies in peaceful dialogue and rule of law, he wrote. Moving on to the next news. A court in Goa has dismissed a civil defamation suit filed by Hindutva organization Sanatan Sanstha against publishing house Juggernaut Books and author Dhirendra Jha for publishing and sale of the book Shadow Armies, Fringe Organization and Foot Soldiers of Hindutva. The Sanstha had sought Rs 10 crore in damages from Jha and publishers Juggernaut in a 2018 suit claiming Shadow Armies contained material that was defamatory to their organization. The Court of Civil Judges, Senior Division and JMFC Ponda, Goa dismissed the charges after a hearing on 15 February this year. In a statement released by Juggernaut, Jha was quoted saying, I feel a sense of relief and vindication. Persons who feel deeply uncomfortable by my research and my work attempted to silence me by alleging defamation and unleashing a punishing process on me and my publisher. But the truth is a defense against defamation, and in this case, justice and truth have thankfully prevailed.